Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at crackthefemalecode.com, soon to be seductionpower.com. Okay, so for all you Stoics out there, those of you who are into Stoicism, this video is for you. Okay, so I've had a client that's brought up Stoicism a lot. He didn't take my course yet, Crack the Female Code, but he bought one of my books, and I've been trying to slowly teach him some concepts over the phone. The challenge is this. It's now the last video I go over in depth. In this video, I'm going to give it real quick. I'm not going to go in depth. The challenge is this. When you listen to someone who's teaching right brain teachings and you're listening from the left brain processor, you are literally not going to hear what they're saying. And that's one of the biggest challenges for marketing my business to men, is because the entire course that I teach is a right brain course, because the female's mating system is connected to her right brain directly. So when you learn how to process in the right brain way, communicate in the right brain language, it literally triggers her mating system directly. This includes right brain body language. So when a woman is saying, oh, he's handsome, she's talking about his body language, not his looks. See, the male mating system is connected to his eyes through the optic nerve, okay? So we are visually stimulated sexually. Our mating system gets turned on and or triggered visually. Hers does not. This is scientific, psychology 101. Go back to college. Both our mating systems are in the lower reptilian brain. Ours connects to the optic nerve, men's and connects to our eyes. So we get turned on by looks when we look at a woman's tits or her ass or a cute smile, or she wiggles her hips or flips her hair. A woman does not get triggered this way. Women are not attracted this way. Her mating system as a nerve, again, I'm going to say it curves off to the right brain, not the logical left male brain, the right female brain's communication processor. So if you think it's all about communication, no, not logical communication. It's the internal five senses communication processor. So here's the deal. I've actually taught this guy quite a bit. He keeps bringing up Stoicism, and yet he goes, no, she has to be attracted, visually, Mike, at least a little bit. There's got to, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, scientifically, this is not true at all. And when you take my course and you learn how to speak the right brain language, you're going to be like, oh shit, this actually works. Yeah, it does. Here's the thing, you can talk to all women. The reason why communication is so important to women is because her mating system is connected to the right brain's communication system. That's why women want men to learn how to communicate in the more in-depth, mentally stimulating, and emotionally fulfilling language, which I teach in my course. It's a coded language. That's why I call it Crack the Female Code. When you crack this code, guess what? You get the pick of the litter, literally. So, by the way, this guy's on this channel. I want to leave his identity private. If he wants to, chime in, he can. So, even though he's been harping on this Stoicism stuff, as I'm listening to a video tonight, I'm like, well, yeah, this is exactly what I teach in my course. Now he came from my other channel. And I talk about emotional power all the time, and about how your right brain is the social brain, and that's how you get your social power, is by learning how to open up to your right brain. The logical brain is the brain that men use. That's the left brain. There's no power there. Now here's the problem with you guys, or just people in general. When you listen to these Stoicism videos or Stoic videos, you're hearing it. It sounds great, but it's like, not only do you not understand what they're saying, you're hearing the opposite of what they're saying, and it's clearly expressed by my client. No matter how much scientific proof I give him, I'm like, well, Google it, look it up, go to your local college professor, psychologist, ask him, go to a neurologist and ask him about the nerves and where they're connected for the female mating system. He'll tell you exactly what I told you. So if her mating system is curved off to the right brain's communication center, what do you think is going to trigger her mating system? Geez, that's a hard one to figure out. Not, you know what? You don't have to believe me. Go ask your mother. Go ask your sister. Ask your neighbor, female. Ask your pastor's wife. They'll all tell you the same thing. Oh, yeah, communication is very important, and this is why. The way a woman receives a deep form of love called emotional fulfillment is through right brain communication. If you don't do this over a period of time, she's going to start to hate you. And this is why women start getting bitter and angry, because men don't do this. But guess what? I teach it in my course. Now let's go directly to the Stoic video, and I'm going to just read off what he says. Okay, right here it says, they fall for the man who makes them feel the most. Guess who teaches that in their course? Ta-da! That's me. The right brain is the emotional, physical, feeling processor. The left brain is the logical processor. That's the pickup artist course. There's lines and openers. Lines is literally a left brain word. It's the linear, L-I-N-E, which means it goes in a line. The linear processor. It processes in a line. The right brain does not. It processes in an internal spiral that expands outward. It's literally a circular processor. Literally, it's called non-linear, which means in a circle. Linear means in a line, L-I-N-E, line, A-R, linear. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. If you go higher in math, you go to something called non-linear math, which means it's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's not straightforward. It's not direct. It's in a circle and or expansive. You also have physics. It's the same thing. It's called non-linear physics. All I'm saying is this. I understand that you view the world from the linear system. That's the limited system. It's very narrow. When we can get you into the non-linear system, you're going to tap into your power. All of a sudden, you're going to understand things that have always been right there, but you couldn't even see them because you weren't using the right brain's processor. And guess what? When you open up to your right brain, it triggers her mating system automatically. The left brain, it disconnects her from her mating system and thus, yep, you guessed it, turns her off. Now let's go to the video. So he starts out early on in the video, says, we're going to strip away all the illusions. No more guessing. That's what my course does for you. Now he talks about it, but he doesn't teach you how to do it. See, all these guys, okay, there's a lot of videos I'll watch on these dating coaches where these women are telling, hey, you know, older men, you could date younger women because younger women are naturally attracted. And I'll explain to you why in this video, why they, oh, hell, I'll just do it right now. It goes all the way back to the caveman era. Older men have always had the power. They had a social circle. See, younger men are stuck in the logical brain, and that's the kill or be killed brain. It's the fight or flight brain. Technically, the lower reptilian brain is, but you're actually operating off of that until you get older. So you're constantly arguing, fighting, and it's not the social brain. When you get older, your testosterone goes down, and thus you open up to your right brain. This is a major advantage because now you learn how to get along with other men that have power, and thus you guys work together as a group. This is the social brain. It's called social power. So if she mates with a man that's older, she's more likely to have more protection for her and her children, better education, better food, better everything. And a man who actually understands her from, you guessed it, the right brain. If you logically understand women, you don't understand them. If you logically understand Stoicism, you don't understand it. It is so hardwired into females' DNA. We're talking thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years of DNA programming to be attracted to older men. Remember when you first got to high school? Who did the ninth girls chase? Yep, that's right, the seniors. Who did the junior and senior girls chase? Yep, the guys that were in college. When you got to college, you're like, I'm finally here. I'm going to get the girl. Who did they chase? Yep, the businessmen in the mid-30s and even 40s, and even their professors who were in their 50s. Older men should date younger women because younger women are naturally inclined to chase older men. That is a scientific, neurological DNA fact. Now, if you're stuck in your left brain, that's what women call the little boy brain. My niece one day, I think she was a junior in high school. She was about 16 or 17. She goes, Uncle Michael? I'm like, yeah. She goes, why is it that older men look like little boys? And I'm like, well, They never learned how to open up from the left brain to the right brain, so they're stuck in that little tiny focus like a little boy. And by the way, she was not being complimentary at all. She hated it. It irritated her. Okay, back to the video. Number 1, effort doesn't equal desire. He goes on to say, men are raised to believe that effort equals love. Or he says, effort equals to more effort equals to be appreciated. And then he goes on to say that's true in business, sports, and school. Now, what are those? Left brain. The left brain is about math, business, and science. Yeah, business, sports, and school. More effort, more results. He goes on to say, but that logic when it comes to women can actually work against you. So he goes on to say that women are not automatically attracted to men that work hard. And then he goes on to say, in fact, too much effort can make you look desperate to her. Now here's the deal. If you're dealing with a woman and you're in your external left brain, that shows desperation. You're looking at her, your awareness is on her. We need to teach you and condition into you what I really mean when I say bring your awareness back inside. Like, oh, that's easy. You won't even, when I teach you how to do it, you're like, holy shit, like this is a billion times more than what you ever thought in a million years. And this is what's going to make her chase you, because this is the game. If she can get your awareness to come out of your body, out of your forehead, and onto her tits or her ass or cute smile, game is over. If your awareness is inside you and it's solid, she will chase you forever. You can walk right up to a woman and you're like, well, I thought you said don't approach women, don't chase women. You're not chasing. It's not a physical thing. It's an internal thing. If your internal goes external, that's chasing. It has nothing to do with walking up to a woman and talking to her. And that's something you guys never hear. You don't even know. You think, oh, well, I'm not going to call her. I'm not going to walk up to her. I'm not going to do these external things. It doesn't matter. You're still being external. I walk up to women all the time. I approach them all the time. The challenge is the cat and mouse game is still on. She's trying to get me to follow her. But the minute I follow her, game is over. Now, what do you mean follow, Mike? I mean your awareness. Your energy has to be inside you. We condition this into you in the course Crack the Female Code. Okay, let's go on to the next point. So he goes on to say, and he's talking about when men try too hard and give too much effort, it looks emotional needy and it looks desperate. So he goes on to say, just because you're doing a lot doesn't mean she feels anything for you. So buying her things, taking her places, getting her gifts, paying for dinner, that equals zero emotion. I have said this for 30 fucking years, and guys go, oh, I don't know, Mike, blah, blah, blah. And I hear so much. I'm like, really? So how well is it working for you? Why are you here? Paying for things, buying her things, making her dinner, that does not create emotions. So he goes on to say, desire is emotional. It is not logical. So then he goes on to say she wants to feel a pull towards you that she cannot explain. Internal awareness. This is the core pillar of my course. There's 3 core pillars. This is the main core pillar. Without this, everything else goes in the garbage. Literally, women say this to me all the time. They'll say there's something about you. I just feel like I'm drawn towards you, like I'm pulled towards you. It's because my awareness is inside. So it draws women towards you. And this is what I say in all my videos. Like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to get women to be attracted to you, to walk over to you, to approach you. It's because of this one technique. Now, there's a series of techniques I'll teach you. We'll run through all of them over and over and over and over. We're going to condition it into you. But essentially, it's internal awareness. It's very powerful. Guess what? It works for business. It works for sales. It works for social power. This is emotional power. Wait till you hear what he says next. So a little bit later, he goes on to say he engages her without trying to impress her. Male energy, the left brain is the push energy. The penis pushes into the vagina. The male energy from the right eye and the forehead pushes external. It's like a laser beam. And our language is the external linear push language. When you try to impress a woman with how much you bench press, how much you squat, how much your car costs, how much your haircut costs, and how good you look, and how tall you are, and how big your bank, whenever you try to impress a woman, it literally turns her off because you're pulling her from her right brain over to her left brain, which is the impress push energy. So now right now you're hearing what I'm saying. You might literally be impressed with what I'm saying with my big words. But you have to come in and learn how to do this, because otherwise it's just like Bruce Lee's philosophy. It sounds cool, man, but you're not doing it. And a lot of guys are like, doing what? Be like water, my friend. That means be internal. That means open up to the right brain. Water equals emotions. The right brain is the emotional brain. When the little kid goes, where that he's trying to teach how to fight, he goes, Bruce Lee asks him the question, he goes, let me think. And Bruce Lee, crack! He cracks him upside the head, and he goes, don't think. Feel. Be like water, my friend. Which means emotion. And then he goes, I forget if he says that's not logic or so. I don't think he's used the word logic. But then Bruce Lee unconsciously points to his right brain and he goes, we need emotional content. What did he say? Emotional. And he points to the right brain. Now, I've uploaded these videos in the past, even the images, but then the Bruce Lee Foundation finds out and they copyright me, so I can't do it anymore. But you can look it up, you can find them if you want. So my point about bringing up Bruce Lee is, a lot of you have heard that stuff. Well, that's really cool, man, having zero clue what he fucking means. I've gone to martial arts schools and gone to people with their 10th Dan black belt degree, and they're like, man, I did not know that's what that meant. And when I break it down, they're like, that actually makes sense. I'm like, yeah, because in martial arts, there's the hard fist, the closed fist, which means is the hard style. It means force against force, which is left brain against left brain, push energy against push energy. The open hand is the soft hand, which means water. It means to flow, okay? And Bruce Lee's telling you, your water, your emotions are where your power's at. It can flow or it can crash. Sorry, my Bruce Lee accent's off today. See, the left brain, essentially, you're just giving yourself away. There's no challenge. She's just like, well, I guess I can control him, tell him what to do, and he'll buy me stuff and do things for me. There's no challenge. But when you're internal, she becomes really curious. She becomes fascinated with you. She becomes unconsciously drawn to you. And here's what it does. It's her body. Technically, it's her lower reptilian brain where her mating system is. It literally gets drawn towards you. It is an animalistic, unconscious process that she cannot deny. Literally, this is how you become irresistible. See, you guys think it's all about logic and lines and pickup openers and pickup lines and all the bullshit, because it's bullshit. If you want to pick up on a guy, that's the best way to do it. Now, you think I'm joking? I'm fucking serious. He goes on to say, you're not being judged by how much you do, but by how you make her feel. That's what we teach in my course. When you get to the end of my course, you're going to realize, and I'll point it out really clearly, and I'll say it to you. I'll probably repeat it multiple times. You literally get to pick her emotions and feelings and experiences that she has with you. There's a certain way, it's a hidden way, it's advanced. Once you get towards the end of the course, your brain's going to see it so clearly, you're going to be like, holy shit, like, so this has been available to you your whole life. You just didn't know it existed, and you didn't know how to do it. So he goes on to say, number 2, she craves emotional power, not physical, not financial, emotional power. She craves this. He goes on to say, women do not fall in love with the man who gives her the most. meaning gifts, money, and presents. He goes on to say they fall for the man who makes them feel the most. This is what my course is all about. This is what my course has mastered. This is what women call emotional fulfillment. That phrase alone will catch a woman's attention. Because for women, it is all about emotional fulfillment. Yet men are like, what does that mean? Once I learned what it meant, I was like, holy shit, I've heard women saying this since I was in freaking middle school, and it went right over my fucking head. Like, okay, emotional fulfillment, one of those weird words. Okay, here we go. If I could just say two phrases that my course is about: mentally stimulating and emotionally fulfilling right brain communication. Have a woman listen to the last 5 seconds of what I just said, and then watch her reaction. Guys, these phrases that I'm throwing out there, you can use them right now. Now, you don't have the complete picture, but you got something. Guys, take the first big step. Buy my book, Crack the Female Code, right now and read it. This is the first real step before you take my course. It is a requirement before you take the course. Go to crackthefemalecode.com or seductionpower.com and buy my book, Crack the Female Code, or the Ultimate Package, which has all my books and the internal language bonus section.
From England, London.
London.
All right, so far, we're about 2/3 through the course. What do you think about it?
It's awesome, man. I'm learning all about it. I went through some really deep hypnotic states.
Right.
I realized like how to internalize.
Right.
So I felt really good.
So what did you say about my course overall?
I said it was awesome. Yeah, you are a genius. Because of learning about neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis.
There it is. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. Do you like this wood?
I do. It's good wood, man.
Take a look at the wood. but you're not hypnotized, are you?
You may have triggered a few states.
Well, let's look at the wood. Is there anything special about the wood? I don't want you to imagine the first time you looked at the wood and started laughing now. No, I do not hypnotize people. I put them in. So let me ask you a question. Would you say you've been happier than you've been in a long time?
I felt some pretty high states, man. I'm crying, dude.
The art of Stoicism is here. If you're truly into Stoicism, you would know that Stoics spend a lot of time meditating, clearing their mind. They'll meditate for an hour to hours a day, and they'll go through periods of years, even a decade or longer, just meditating. Do you meditate at least 1 hour a day, 6 days a week? I spent 12 years meditating every day for a minimum of 2 hours in the morning and 1 hour in the evening, and on the weekends, anywhere from 4 hours up to 8 hours, and towards the end, I meditated 14 plus hours a day for 2 weeks straight. When you meditate, it completely gets you out of your logical mind. It opens you up. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, please click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment. Buy one of my books or one of my book packages to support this channel. And if you can't do that, then go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.